Hi guys, so I've got 3 days off, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day. My plan is to leave Auckland, ride down towards New Plymouth via the Forgotten Highway, head round to Whanganui and catch the Boxing Day races, and then I have to ride all the way back up to Auckland for work the following day on the 27th. The aim of this trip is to test my gear and my setup for a bigger trip that's coming up on the 21st of January. Right, Christmas Eve 2017, and this is the start of the Forgotten Highway. I'm camping only about sort of 17 kilometres away from here. That was my peg scraping the floor in that corner. That is cool. Very Lord of the Ringsy. Makes sense, being North Island of the New Zealand. Just south of the Shire. Campsite is just round the corner apparently. Where is it? Aha! Aha! It's Mickey Mouse. Ooh. Let's camp here. This looks like a nice spot. Right, camp spot. Let's get set up. It's Christmas Day. We're back on, will be, 2 seconds, on the Forgotten Highway. I looked at a map last night, and there's 10 kilometres of gravel, which is not a great deal, but better than nothing, isn't it? So it reminds me of North Wales, or like Scotland, this lot. Like, this is why everyone's like, oh, why don't you live in New Zealand? Why do you, not my family obviously, but why don't you live in New Zealand? It's cool, and my friends here, and I'm like, well, what's the difference? Look at it. It's beautiful, but you just got to get to the right parts of the UK and it's exactly the same. And then, if I'm in the UK, I have things like Greggs and Wetherspoons and a proper Nando's that do like bottomless drinks and halloumi cheese. Halloumi cheese. What do we got? We got straight here. Looks like it, yes. This weather's bang on England, isn't it? 16 degrees, cloudy, grey. And it's summer, supposedly. So, yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly the same. Oh, oh, oh. Let's just slam it in here. And to the side. Sheepsies. Oh, hello, cow. Off. Oh, you dumb shit. Where are you gonna go? Yep, go. Woo, sheep. See, one to the edge. See, they're not a problem. Oh. Yes. Come on, dinners. Move. Everyone's eating you today. We had sheep, cow and turkeys in about 25 minutes. Another sheep. One for the edge, for the edge, for the edge, for the edge, for the edge. Winning. And they go, oh, I'm going to go through the gate. I have no idea how I'm going to get fit through, but I'm just going to ram my head in this fence. Oh,
Oh, what a good start. Off. This is a heavy bike in deep gravel. This is the Forgotten Highway gravelly section, which isn't really gravel, it's just muddy, thin clay stuff. It's not really an issue at all. It's pretty cool though. The last little section was just a few hairpins and little bridges over some little gorges. You couldn't really see much, it's all covered in trees. It's like really peer between it, which you just wouldn't get on the camera. But don't need to sit up for that, do I? I had to just literally anchor on the brakes and put the camera back on. Ready? Oh, that's music to my ears, that is. That was fun. Okay, maybe we should do it again, just quickly. Just run back through it again. Because you're only here once. Probably make you eat your car this time. My little girly screams. And then coming. No. What fun. I gotta go back again. It's a cool entrance though. It's the coolest one I've ever been in. Oh, I've put a bit of dust in it. Gone through it enough times, there's a dust cloud.
Unfortunately, my camera ran out of battery.
I had to charge my centre up properly down the Forgotten Highway. It wasn't really happy just like turning it on for like 2 minutes and then make it die again and then turn it on again. So I put it in the tank bag, charged it up properly. I took a photo at Wongamama pub. There was nothing there, or the hotel, sorry. Well, there was nothing there. There was a hotel, but there was no one there. It was just a closed pub, which is what I thought it would be. Then I went to Stratford, got some fuel, and had a little hot chocolate. And then I went to New Plymouth and rode around New Plymouth for a bit. Had a McDonald's on Christmas Day because it's the only thing that's open. And now I'm going to the. I'm going to say this probably wrong, but Egmont National Park. Everyone else calls it Mount Taranaki. I found all the tourists. What do you know? Ooh, nice. That is cool. Well, the view's pretty cool. Stood there for a few minutes taking it in. Had a little wander around, but there wasn't. Without trekking ages, there was a track that said you could walk it. And it said it'd take 8 to 9 hours. And I was like, no, not in full bike gear, carrying a tap bag and helmet. And yeah, so the visitor centre shut. It looked very dark inside and no one was going in and out while I was sort of looking around the car park. I'm now almost directly south of New Plymouth. Just there is Mount Taranaki, with all the snow-topped mountains and stuff. It's pretty cool. I just rode up and found a gravel road quite close to it. And right now the wind is real strong from my left-hand side. So every now and again I'm just getting like pushed like this. Here we go. Leaning in to go in a straight line. I'm about here on the map. You can see it. I'm going to go all the way around to just near Wanganui.
I camped just outside of Wanganui, got up early, dropped the bike off and got ready to watch the racing.
Right, Wanganui race is done. Paid $10 to look after my bike. So you put it in this car park and there's security there all day, which meant that I didn't have to worry about anything. I still took my tank bag with me because that's got all my expensive stuff in it. Well, now leaving Wanganui. Supermoto racing is one of the coolest things I've seen. Like, they're absolutely mental. It was really good to watch. And then the other normal bike racing like superbikes and 600s and Moto 3 and stuff. And they actually had Connor Cummings and Lee Johnston from the Isle of Man here as well, which was cool. I didn't see Lee, but I have met him before. Come on, what are you stopped for? Hold on a bit left. And I did see Connor Cummings, so I didn't get a picture with him because he was a bit too busy, but it was cool. And now I've got a supposedly 6 hour ride back to Auckland. What are we saying? 4 hours and 51, but apparently everyone has said it's about 6, so we'll see how this journey pans out, shall we? Starting to rain. Not got my waterproofs on. Rain's here. It's supposed to be summer, is it not? Look at that. You see this black stuff here? It's like tar bleed. When I had the Caroos, God, I used to slip around on those things. It was the equivalent of riding in ice. And so now I'm just like super cautious of them. Oh, hello, mate. Yeah, there you go. Shoot up to the red light. Well done. This golf's itching to get past this, and he's missed this opportunity because if he was going to do it, it was just then. It was way before the bend. There he goes. Up past 6. Weather has improved, however, I had to pull over at say 5:30 or 5:45 and put on my winter gloves and a jumper and stuff and a neck tube because the temperature went down to about 10. Now I've come off the mountains, it's now 20, so it's not too bad, but I'm still keeping my gear on. I'll see if I can spin round. I might not be able to because I'm connected, but hang on. Can you see how dark that is back there? Maybe you can see it in the mirror. That's what I came from, and that's what I'm going to, which is much better. And so far, the sat-nav being 4:30, 5:30, 6, 2 hours in, is saying I've got 2 hours left, which for a 4-hour journey is about right. 4.5 hour journey. Maybe the sat nav's right after all, and people are just saying things, or Auckland traffic is going to be horrendous and add an hour, which annoyingly I won't be able to filter because I've got panniers, but we'll see. I don't think it'll be too bad at 9 o'clock at night. It did feel like Christmas actually going through there because it was freezing cold. What a difference it makes when the sun comes out and the rain stops, or you're just not in constant cloud and cold weather. Wakes you up, makes you feel better. Right. I was panicking a little bit with fuel stop there. Let's get up, bike, as we put away. So I guess my fuel range is probably about 300 k's. This bike would be a bit more had I not changed the front sprocket on it, loaded it with crap, with my panniers and stuff, and put an aftermarket exhaust on it. I'm sure that doesn't help the fuel economy. Makes cool noise though, and that's all that matters. It means I can just sit and go. Yes. I thought I'd be a bit tired on this journey. I'm not. I'm really loving it. Perfectly wide awake and keep going, which is good. Have I still got 2 hours left? Oh, whatever, I've got 2 hours left. I'm sure as soon as I get to Hamilton, which has been 76 kilometres, I'll be bored out of my head, because the section between Hamilton and Auckland is just dull. And exhaust says what? I'm bored already. Tell a lie. I was enjoying it. I'm not now. The bends have gone, and now it's just sort of like this. Cruise and then corner and then cruise and then corner, and you're like, I'm bored of the 70s and then the 60s and then the 50s and then the 100s for about a kilometre and then something else and then get on with it. There's nothing coming. On the upside, not that you can see it. Hang on. On the upside, beautiful sunset and shit. Yeah, just there. Oh, this way. Oh, there's the sunset. There it is. Or sunset? Yeah, sunset. Why am I such a retard? Woo! Lane goes to 1. My bad. Sorry. Too busy looking at the sunset. Auckland. Here we are. 9:54. There's the Sky Tower. You probably won't see it because it's a bit too... well, it's night. But it's all over there lit up like a Christmas tree. Like quite literally. Green and red. Because this trip was a test trip, if you like, I now need to work out what I want to change. I need to lose some weight off the bike. I've thought about things that I'm not going to bother to bring, and so I'll take them out. Ugh. Home. It's good and bad to be home. Good because it means I can get to my bed, but bad because it means I'm back home and got work and there's no more adventures for another 2 weeks. Wonder if Hell's Pizza is open and get some barbecue ribs. Looks like I just made it in time. Ordered my ribs and they started closing up. Whew, talk about cutting it fine. Not that I even knew their time, so... come on, give me ribs, give me ribs, give me ribs. And of course my parking is perfect. Just bang outside. I don't think anyone's really going to care this time of night. I don't. Come on. Make it fit. Fit. There we go. Job's a good one. Right. Sky Tower. Home.
Well, I hope that didn't bore you too much. All big trips need a short tester trip beforehand. I learnt a few things on this trip, and more importantly, I felt more relaxed about my bigger trip for New Zealand and Australia. My video should improve as well, hopefully. I felt I got better at filming, and I shot more off the bike footage. As a teaser, here's the intro for the episodes of my main trip. So I hope you like it, and I'll catch you in the next one.